This in frame? What about here? No? Location, location, location. That could be the name of the cinematography game. So I call the name of this chapter, Getting in Frame. This is the reality. You gotta be a cinematographer and an actor to make it in this game. So this is the setup in reverse. So now, you see what happens for my slate? Like it shows too much of the room. It shows everything, right? So then I have to make sure that whatever I'm doing, I can crop it. I can crop it in a frame. See these lights? Like the back of these lights keep showing, right? Now I can always flip the room around, which if I do that, I won't have to worry about those lights because one would be here, one would be here. The camera would be like right where this is, backed up all the way, back where this backdrop is. And then the backdrop would be here. But the thing about it is blocking the entire doorway, as you saw from the reverse. And then it gives less room. So then I have to tilt. And then when you tilt, it just doesn't look that good. So to have the camera eye level, it works better this way. But then I have to deal with that crop. So I got to make sure that, I push the lights out and then I can get it in frame. And I can flip the room around so you can see what I'm talking about. And so this is the setup right here. Frame check, eyeline check, eyeline check, frame check. So this is the eyeline from my reader. Whenever I can get a real experience, I take the opportunity. I make use of the opportunity to get a real experience if I could actually look at the reader and connect with the reader. It's just knowing that this is really happening right now and I need to connect with them and they need to connect with me. So it makes it live and real instead of using an eyeline, which I don't mind doing after I rehearse it with my reader. But in cases when I could actually connect with the reader, because of the setup, with this setup, it's a high chair and the camera is back over here. So that's the camera. And right here is the zoom where my reader is going to connect with me. So I have an opportunity because of the setup where I'm driving and my reader is in the scene. The other character is in the back seat. So I'm looking in the rearview mirror, which in this case is the camera. Because the camera is my rearview mirror and I know that I'm talking to somebody for real. And I know that they have to understand what I'm saying and feel what I'm saying. So what I'm going to do is rehearse it with my reader first. Then I'm going to get into my frame, which is where I am right now in a high chair. And that's when I'm going to, be able to connect with the real person who's the reader, who is going to be the character in the back seat. So I'm going to leave this frame set up so I could snap out of lighting, sound, cameraman mode, and I can get into actor mode. So I go through my steps of personalizations to say who I am, where I am, what time is it, where did I just come from, where am I going, what do I plan to do next. After doing this, and everything as the character, I'm going to, connect with the character and find everything that I have in common with the character until I become the character. And that's my way of doing this. So that's the setup. You know, right now I settled for the iPhone with the optical zoom instead of the Blackmagic app, because the Blackmagic app doesn't seem to be going that good with the blue background. It needs a lot of light to look good based on the settings that I have on the Blackmagic app. So I'm gonna do a video on the Blackmagic app versus the iPhone cinematic mode 24 frame. I'm gonna do a video on that, on those settings. But right now, because of what I have going, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the iPhone settings because it requires less light with the blue background. Both of them require more light. The minute you add a blue background instead of gray, you need more light, right? But then, if I were to turn on like this other light over here, I'll get overexposed instantly. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm overexposed. Yet with the Blackmagic, this is still not enough light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't know if it's entirely because of the Blackmagic app or if it's just the settings that I have in there, right? But I got to get this audition done, and it needs to be submitted by Tuesday, and today is Friday. I'm going to get it done today. I'm going to get it done today. If I don't edit it and upload it today, fine, but at least I got it done. And I got a chance to play around with my different setups, and a blessing to connect with the reader for the actual scene and actually connect with them after rehearsing it with them. So now I'm stepping out to go get into character. It's a process. I mean, if the audio is magnificent and the location is the same, then you might as well just go ahead and just get it in frame.